All right, continuing on with the Who series. This is who owns the most Bitcoin. So who individuals, or I started out with this research kind of seeing who the individuals are, but this article actually got into even more of like some of the corporations and things like that. And it's fairly extensive. I'm just going to kind of hit the highlights, but as we know, or we've mentioned before in previous videos, that Satoshi Nakamoto has the most Bitcoin, which is 1.1 million, roughly 1.1 million BTC across something like 20,000 plus wallets or something. Obviously, Satoshi being the founder of Bitcoin hasn't been heard of since 2011. So those coins have not moved at all, but that's one of the beauties of being on the blockchain. You can track it. It's open source. Everybody can kind of see what's going on. And so those Bitcoins have sat. They haven't done anything, roughly 5% of the market. Besides Satoshi there, you've got 15 holders that collectively possess about 7.5% of the total supply of Bitcoin. And it mentions, obviously, some household names: Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase; Michael Saylor, tech billionaire Tim Draper; the Winklevoss twins that own Gemini and other companies. So your typical names. It was a little disappointing because as I, am excited to get in here and kind of see, I got down and it basically to see the rest of this list of 15 people, and it was just their actual addresses. So a lot of them, we have no idea who they are. Maybe somebody does, but for the most part, we don't know. They're just, here are the addresses for these wallets. But it shows.
I was just gonna say, I like that sentence that says the celebrity Bitcoin holders. That's the type of world that I want to live in, where whoever owns the most Bitcoin is a celebrity, not the Kim Kardashians. It says the celebrity, like those are the people that you would know. The CEO of Coinbase, obviously, Michael Saylor, big Bitcoin whale. I like that. That's the type of world I want to live in, is the celebrities are the people who own the big Bitcoin wallets.
Well, and, you say that half joking, maybe not, serious, but the reality is dead serious. Well, the cool part about that is you might be in third world country in poverty and you own Bitcoin, and, you're going to be a celebrity based on those facts, especially as they become worth more and more money. So my point is, the average person is going to be a celebrity here before too long, or somewhat of a celebrity. I mean, take our channel, we know about Bitcoin and crypto. We're educating people. We're getting people coming up to us left and right. I can't hardly go to the grocery store without somebody saying, "Hey, aren't you that Bitcoin guy?"
Real bad man.
Like, are you my 83rd subscriber?
You could be.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Actually, no, I got to grab broccoli and go. My wife's going to kill me if I start. I'm late from the store again talking about Bitcoin. Anyway, so here's the list of those wallet addresses of the top 15. Some of these you can, it'd kind of be fun if we had more time to take a guess at. But point being is, it said this top 15 has about 7.5% of the total supply, which is not a lot. When you come from a world where the 1%ers own most of the wealth, these are the top 15 Bitcoin wallets, and they've got 7.5% because it is dispersed so well.
Where BlackRock owns half the businesses in the world, period. One owns 50%, you know what I mean? Like this, and it's so big, but, they can't, no amount of money can take away a Bitcoin that I don't want to sell.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
And there are millions of people that own some Bitcoin, which means it doesn't matter if Michael Saylor had $1 trillion. You can only buy Bitcoin that is made available by Bitcoin holders. So there are
limited supply.
Yeah. Think about it as a percentage, not a dollar amount. If you own 1% of Bitcoin right now, or if you, Ryan, own 0.0001% of Bitcoin, you will always 0.001% of Bitcoin unless you decide to sell it, whether that's worth $100 or whether it's worth $1 million. No rich person can take your percentage of Bitcoin that you own. for any
Yeah.
reason, no matter how much money they spend. And I love that.
You're in control.
Yeah. It's not like a
Yeah,
stock where they can issue more stock and your stock is now worth less. It's not like a dollar where they keep printing more money and your dollar is worth less. If you own 1% of Bitcoin and you just hold on to it with dear life, the price is only going to go up around you, but nobody can take that 1%. Your percentage of Bitcoin will never go down.
It's pretty awesome to even, as Michael Saylor calls it, digital property. Like it's digital property that can't be taken away from you, which is such an attraction. But it's crazy to look at these numbers. You know, here's number 15 wallet. They've got 51,830 Bitcoin worth 3 billion. You know, read the numbers here, 3 billion plus. And that's only 0.26%.
Right.
So that's just wild that the number, and this is at, you know, again, this is at an impressive 60 some thousand Bitcoin. But if a lot of what people are seeing are true and Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million a coin and possibly above, maybe it doesn't, whatever, but the numbers just get astronomical very fast.
Bro, you tripping?
Just kind of moving on here. One of the fun facts, top 3 celebrities that own Bitcoin: Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, Mike Tyson. Did you know Mike Tyson owns Bitcoin?
I did not know that.
He's a Bitcoin bull. I was looking to see if it kind of said, you know, how much he owed or whatever, but it doesn't. But he has been into Bitcoin since 2015. So almost 10 years. So what if he ends up being wealthier than the first go around because he bought enough Bitcoin?
And that's super, you know, because I guarantee you, if we would have had this talk in 2015 and he said, "Oh, I just bought $50,000 worth of Bitcoin," he would have been railroaded publicly. People would have made fun of him and ran him out of town.
This is why you're broke. You're buying fake internet money.
Exactly. Lamborghinis and Bitcoin, and tigers. Yeah. And turns out, I guarantee if he was buying in 2015, a man with that kind of, you know, he could have been spending pocket change. You and I were buying Bitcoin in 2015, we'd be rich right now.
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah.
I think it was 2017 when I first started getting into it, and it was 3 shift exchanges for a Bitcoin. It was $750 for a Bitcoin in 2017. You know what I mean? And I was buying and selling, and every time it would go up, I thought I was rich. I mean, I remember selling a lot of Satoshis, not full Bitcoins, when it hit $11,000 of Bitcoin, and I thought, now I would give anything to go back and buy at double that price.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I heard, and you hear this fairly frequently, that you buy Bitcoin at the level of your education is one of the sayings. Number 2, they say the risk reward. Yeah, you maybe you were buying it at 750, but the risk at that point was severely high. Like there, you know, who knew what Bitcoin was going to be around versus now you got to pay in the 60s, but it's extremely well established, like all these things, right? So it's very, and I was explaining that to somebody the other day is, you know, at this level, when I first started buying a little bit in the teens, the risk was way higher than it was now. It's just so the risk versus value is much, in my opinion, is much stronger today than it even was a year ago.
Right. Well, the quote that I like is, "In the land of fiat currency, the one Satoshi man is king." And there's a lot to that because people, you know, I look at these, $547, million. Well, I'll never own that many Bitcoins.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have to. You don't have to. Get a hold of something right now and freaking hang on to it. Get some Satoshis. Stack Satoshis. That's what they tell you to do. You know what I mean? Buy a little bit of Bitcoin. Ryan has shot more Bitcoin into the ether space than some people will ever even get a chance to own.
If I can do it, anybody can do it. So here's the top 10 companies. Of course, MicroStrategy is way ahead of everybody else, 10 times plus ahead of everybody else, but really interesting kind of cool facts there. And then by the exchanges, how much is held by exchange as of June 2024, which countries own the most Bitcoin. So pretty cool little article. Like always, we'll include this down below so you can look at it yourself. But it's a good reminder sometimes with the ups and downs of the market to see that we're not just some lone
Right.
idiots
Right.
blowing our
smartest
money.
money managers in the world are aggressively buying Bitcoin.
That was enough said. That was mic drop right there.